Right, how we doing everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I just wanted to share with you guys why it's so important to make sure there's clear market sentiment when we are looking for trading opportunities, and how we can actually use key levels to look for trades and actually take trades and with high probability. So let's take a look at the example on GU. Of course, you guys could have guessed that, but this is some recent price action that actually happened this week. Looking at this price action, it's on the 5 minutes, and again, like I always say, it doesn't matter whether it's the 5 minutes, the 1 hour, the 4 hours. These sort of concepts remain the same throughout every single time frame, as structure is structure no matter what the time frame. Okay, so just take a look at this price action. We can clearly see that price is trending down. We can use this trend line, or we can call it a brick wall, which I prefer to call it. This area here is just a fake out market grabbing some liquidity, picking up more sellers and then continuing down. But what can we notice about this price action? Okay, we can see that it's very choppy. Okay, if price is going to continue trending down nicely, we'd be seeing nice, clean, strong downtrending structure, nice lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Okay, but what we're actually seeing is we're seeing choppy market. We're seeing a choppy market. Okay, we're not seeing strong bearish sentiment, which may be an indication to us that price is reversing or that there is no real sentiment in the market. So we want to be making sure that when we are taking trades, that we know clearly that who is in control of the market. As right now, it's a bit indecisive. This is what the market's telling you. It's slightly sideways. Okay, although we have this key level here, which is what we're going to be using to identify the trade, we can see that where price is actually pushed down from, the market realistically is moving sideways. There's no real sentiment. So as I just marked this key level, what can we actually identify, right? We can identify that this is a fresh key level. Price has only moved from it 2 times, this being the 3rd time. Okay, so when I'm using key levels or identifying key levels, I like to make sure they're fresh, and I like to make sure they haven't been used too many times, and that we can see strong rejection from this level to indicate that this is actually a key level or an area of value. Okay, so when we're looking for trades, of course, we want to make sure that the sentiment is clear. This is why I'm making the video, so you guys can understand that it's important to make sure that the direction of the market is clear to you and that you know the sentiment to increase the probabilities when taking trades. So we're going to use this key level as a way to actually take this trade and to identify market sentiment. We know that if prices can continue trending down, we need to see what? We need to see new lower lows being formed. Okay, so let's take a look how this price action is playing out. If we're going to continue looking for sells, what I'd want to see is price pull down, break this recent lower low, pull back to maybe here or wherever, somewhere around here, make that lower high, and that's when I'd look for wick rejections, momentum shift, and then continue selling. Okay, so if we were to take a sell here, it'd be very aggressive. Some of you guys may be saying, oh, but what is this not a double top? Pay attention to how price action is moving in the finer details. Notice how there is strong bullish sentiment, and this trending market is kind of moving sideways. It's choppy market. It's no real strong bearish sentiment. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to wait patiently for the market to clear up and show us a strong direction of where the market wants to go, or a strong sentiment of where the market wants to go. So let's take a look at the couple more candles and identify what's going on. So this candle right here is a strong indication to us, okay, that the sentiment is changing, right? Like I said, if we're going to continue looking for sells, price needs to be making new lower lows, and we can simply see that price has actually failed to do this. Okay, so the sentiment is changing. We can see and that we can notice that the buyers are taking over because we're seeing strong bullish candles. We've technically now got a higher low as part of bullish structure, and we can see a break of this key level. Okay, making sure that the key level's fresh. We're not going too far back looking at key levels. Look at recent key levels in the market. Okay, so we can see that price has actually broken this key level. That's one confluence. We can see that price has actually failed to make new lower lows. That's a second confluence. We don't just want to take a buy position now, as this could just be market creating a deeper pullback to maybe this level and then continuing down. We want to make sure that price actually pulls back to the key level, the key area, creates wick rejections, and then we then see momentum shifting in the direction of the trend. In this example, bullish, pushing up. Okay, so let's take a look at what that looks like, right? We can see price pulling back, and what we can now start to identify is price now starting to push in the bullish direction, or starting to push up. Okay, we can identify this as a higher high, and this is now a potential higher low. To take an entry here, I would say it's quite aggressive. There's no real clear sentiment. Let's take a look at the next candle. Okay, and this is exactly what you want to be looking for, something along these lines. You can see that price failed to make this new lower low here. We broke through this key level. We then pulled back, and we're now identifying this level as a higher low, okay? And a higher low is the best place to enter when looking for buy positions, as this will eliminate most of your drawdown, and if price is going to continue up, it's the best place to basically position yourself in the trending market, right? So let's quickly just run through the confluences. We can see that price is trending down, but we can't see real strong, clear bearish sentiment, okay? Price is starting to become choppy. What we've then done is identified a key level, a fresh, recent key level that price has been respecting, okay? We waited for price to pull back, and we've simply just been patient, okay? We've waited to see clear sentiment, as this whole area is just it's just being choppy, right? Price return, there's strong bullish candles. So if we're in a downtrend, why are we seeing strong bullish candles? So we're just waiting for the sentiment to be clear. We then see price break out of this key level, return, we see multiple wick rejections, we see a higher low, and what we can actually identify is this as now as a higher low here, higher high, and like I said, a higher low, which is clearly part of bullish trending structure, okay? So we now know that the sentiment is clear, right? We now know that the buyers are taking control of price, and just to add in another confluence, we can clearly see a break of this brick wall, okay? And what can we do now? We can take the trade, okay? Because we know the sentiment, we can clearly see who is actually in control of the price. If prices can continue pushing down, we would need to see new lower lows. Price has simply failed to do that, or price action has simply failed to make new lower lows, okay? So pay attention to the structure, making sure you're waiting and being patient to see the clear sentiment of the market, and this is what we can clearly see. Price failed to make new lower lows. We broke through this fresh key level price has recently rejected from. We then have the pullback. We have a higher low as part of bullish trending structure. We then see momentum shifting and closing in the direction of the trend. We can then take the trade, okay? And this is obviously how it played out. Absolutely smash take profit, but of course I wouldn't choose an example that didn't work. But these sort of price action, this sort of technical analysis plays out all the time. You just have to be patient and actually wait for the sentiment to be clear. And this is what we've done. We've saw that price failed to make new lower lows. We broke through a key level. We have strong bullish candles. Price pulled back. It's created bullish structure. We've then entered on the higher low. We've seen wick rejections at the key level. We've seen momentum shifting. We've then taken the trade. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If it's bringing you some value, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment to let me know. Hope you guys have had a good week, and I'll see you all in the next one.